Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where we are currently finishing up our preparations to attack the League of Non-Aligned Powers. Now, this is definitely going to be a big war, bigger than any war that we've ever faced thus far. And this is of course why we are putting so much time and effort into prepping for it. We are absolutely going to need a little bit more time here. This Forge World requires a job, and to that end, an industrial district, obviously. I'm going to put in 2. And we're going to get rid of this food processing facility. What are we going to replace it with? We've already got a Ministry of Production here. What else might we want? I mean, that pretty much is what we want. Do we just demolish it? Sure. Okay. There we go. That'll be just fine. This trade station requires a job. I really do think that we need a Ministry of Production here, as well as a civilian, not a civilian industry, an alloy foundry. There we go. We also need housing, so we'll go ahead and put in a habitation district. That'll be just fine. What else might we need going through here? This generator world. I think more than anything, we need to upgrade the civilian fabricators here. This agro world, we can definitely put in an agriculture district. No doubt about that. We can put in a system capital complex. And on this generator world here, really this shouldn't be a generator world. This has got an energy nexus right now. We should start transitioning this though. What we want to do is we want to switch this over to a food processing facility and replace all 5 of these with agriculture districts, like so. And then we're going to need to build an additional agriculture district. There we go. That'll be fine. This is a factory world here. We'll go ahead and put in an industrial district. This tech world, we'll put in a research complex. This is set up as a foundry here. Okay, so this is a factory arcology. We should really switch these over to foundry arcologies. We should absolutely put in a Ministry of Production. There's no way around that. So we're going to put in that. That'll get us a politician job, and that'll get this swapping over the Ecumenopolis. Ecumenopolis? Something like that. On this Forge World, we need alloy nanoplants. After all, we're trying to bump up our economy in terms of military production. So that'll be absolutely fine. In the meantime, let's go through these star bases here. And we are, of course, looking for places to build defense platforms. Okay, so we definitely need to... Not an ion cannon. What am I doing? Not an ion cannon. Get out of there, you ion cannon. Nobody likes you. We're in a lag tick right now, but there we go. So the defense platforms will get queued on up. That is now capped. And we'll queue up a few defense platforms into the Kimithar station. And that will use up the remainder of our alloys. There we go. Perfect. Okay, let's hop down over this way, and we are, of course, looking for these lower-level bastions, like this one here. Hangar Bay, Gun, Missile, Hangar. And we need these to get started on their construction as soon as possible. So we're going to put in a communications jammer and a defense-grade supercomputer and upgrade that to a citadel. The Erich station here, Hangar Bay, Gun, Missile, and Hangar. We're in a lag tick, but it'll get that figured out soon enough. There we go. Perfect. Target uplink computer and communications jammer. We'll upgrade that to a citadel as well. This is already working on upgrading to a citadel. It will need a missile battery and a hangar bay, as well as a communications jammer. And we're lacking in alloys to get this upgraded, but that's fine. Gun, missile, and hangar. Wait, what? I'm doing this wrong. Hangar bay. There we go. Gun, missile, hangar. Perfect. And then we'll get a defense grid supercomputer, and we'll get in a communications jammer, and we'll upgrade that to a citadel. This is upgrading as we speak, as is this one. This does need a missile battery and a hangar bay, and it will also require a communications jammer. Okay. Hangar bay, gun, missile, and hangar. And then we'll require a defense grid supercomputer and a communications jammer. This bastion here, same story. We need a hangar bay, gun, missile, hangar. That last one go in? Yes, it did. Okay. A defense grid supercomputer and a communications jammer. Beautiful. That also needs to upgrade it to a citadel. And I did that here, right? No, I didn't. Okay, so we'll upgrade that up. Perfect. This, of course, needs a hangar bay, gun, missile, hangar. This is in the exact same position that the last couple were in. So a defense grid supercomputer, a communications jammer, and a citadel upgrade. Same thing here yet again. There's quite a number of these that are in this position. And we'll just get those queued on up. We want to be constructing as rapidly as we can, of course. So we'll just get to work on that. This, of course, will need a missile battery and hangar bay queued. It will also require a communications jammer. Okay, we're building a defense grid supercomputer here. We will need a missile battery and hangar bay. We're going to need to swap this hydroponics bay over to something else. Oh, that's happening here. That's swapping the defense grid supercomputer. Got it. So we're just going to put in a communications jammer here. Perfect. And we've got our ion cannons constructing here. Here we do, of course, need a couple of things. These are already queued up. The communications jammer is as well, and so we'll need simply a disruption field generator. Cool. And now we're starting to get into these somewhat older locations, like the Abaca station here. We'll go ahead and queue up the 2 Monarch of Fire class ion cannons for that. Okay, let's go through and make sure that every single one of these have Monarch of Fire class ion cannons queued up. They should, the ones up here. We just want to make sure that they are constructing. This one will need a Monarch of Fire class, and it looks like this is also missing some structures over here. So we'll put in a missile battery, a hangar bay, we'll do a communications jammer, and a disruption field generator. Cool. Monarch of Fire class, Monarch of Fire class. Fantastic. We can actually get this fully queued up at this point. There we go. The Astrikian station is good to go. In fact, all of those are. Yeah. So for now, all of these up here are good to go. Cool. So of course, at this point, we can bank up a few alloys. Let's check in on our construction ships. They should both be doing things. The Damp Southern Horn crew have identified the derelict tanker in orbit of Hasella 2 as an advanced medical research vessel. Its construction suggests that it was created by the same aliens who built the wormhole destabilizer in the Pash system, and, like the station, it has been abandoned for quite some time. While most of the tanker's data systems have suffered irrevocable degradation, Ekshasun has recovered the molecular structure for a remarkable neuroregenerative agent from on board. The agent appears to work via transfusion and should serve to significantly increase the generation of neurons, axons, and synapses in its recipient. If modified to suit Pictish neurology, this agent should notably improve the learning capacity of any Pictling associated to it. Or rather, exposed to it. There we go. Excellent. So that's great. Our construction ships require work, and we're going to build our starbase here in Hasella. And then we're done here, so we can send this guy on over to not Zorf, but we know that there's one in Yoman. It's a ways away, but that's fine. We can go assist research on Yoman Secundus for the time being. This construction ship is still en route here, and it looks like we're going to lose Elor here. Are they actually constructing? They are. Okay. Well, no, that's Traces of Battle. They're not constructing currently. How much influence would we need to take Elor? 20. So we'll come back to this in 6 months, see if they're actually building that. If they are, that's fine. We'll go elsewhere. If not, we'll go ahead and grab it. Cool. Let's check in on jobs real quick. This Forge World requires a job. Easy enough. We'll put in an industrial district. This Agri World, we'll definitely put in an agriculture district. This Unification Center, that's a little bit more complicated. We're on 0 housing, so we're going to put in a city district for now, and that will solve that problem for the time being. We will need additional unification in that system. So that's okay. What else might we have here? This urban world. This is not much of a world. Wait a second. Natraxi Tribunal. Did they leave? No, they're still a member of the League. They're just all negotiating with them, I guess. Okay, so this world here, let's go ahead. We do have a Sky Dome here. Let's go ahead and designate this as a Forge world. And we're going to put in a Ministry of Production, and we're going to put in... Actually, crystal mines are okay, but we don't actually need that. So we're going to put in, then, an Alloy Foundry. Cool. What else might we go for here? Well, that's everything for now, so that's fine. We will, of course, start working on our star bases from the bottom up then again. So there is this station over here that's upgrading to a star fortress. For now, that's okay. We'll just leave it be. And this one over here, upgrading to Citadel. Yeah, a lot of these are going to have quite a long time yet. There's no doubt about that. So I think what we should actually be doing is not going from the bottom up this time around, but from the top down. And we know that we were in, what, the Kimithar station where we fully queued this last time? Or not quite fully queued it. Okay, so we'll get these defense platforms queued up. We know we've got all of our Monarch of Fire class for the ones that are fully completed. So that's fine. And we'll just queue up some defense platforms here for the Hiamit station. Get those alloys spent on down. Beautiful. Yeah, the Natraxi, well, actually, Rontor sect, there's a bunch of migration treaties going on. I'm not exactly sure what's going on with that, but it doesn't appear to be people leaving the Federation, which would be the thing that we would take the most interest in. Absolutely. So if we were to look at, like, the Suskot's Maw starbase here, that's a 262k starbase. That's really powerful. Like, incredibly so. Same with Enigma's End, 247. Dontar is only 123, but we're working on the defense platforms there. So yeah, that's... I think that's really, really good. All we need at this point for most of these is queuing up the defense platforms. And that's just going to be a matter of alloys. This station is the primary exception here. We need 113 days for that. But the rest of these, they're all fully queued up at this point, other than their defense platforms. This station is the only exception. So in 100 days, we'll be able to come back to that. That should be fine. Let's hop over to our construction ship that just finished up over here. Beautiful. We're going to grab all of our mining and research stations, and then there's this Gaia world that we'll go ahead and colonize. Cool. And then this construction ship. Are we ready to do this? Oh, it's not fully surveyed. I am dumb. I'm very dumb. Okay, so we're going to bring in one of our science ships again, and that's going to come up over here. That'll take it 77 days to get there. Are they actually constructing here yet now? Oh, they are. Okay, so we shouldn't do this. This is not something that we should do. So this construction ship, or rather this science ship, will remain at Yeoman Secundus. We don't need to survey this. So we're going to send this guy up over to, like, Nitris instead. Okay. Cool. So that's just fine. Now, we can send this force to jump drive up to Gnosis and then head into Withir over here. That'll be fine as well. After we're done constructing over here, we should do the same. So we're going to just jump drive on up with our construction ship. Cool. We're at 9,000 alloys at this point, so let's head into the Hiamit station and see if we can get that maxed out with its defense platforms, and indeed we can. Next up is the Devasa station. So we could start queuing those up. Alternatively, we know... Hang on, that's 4 ion cannons? That should not have 4 ion cannons. Okay. We already know that ones like this are maxed out, so we should queue up the ion cannons immediately following. Let's just go through right now and double check ion cannon statuses for every single one of these, except the one that's not currently a citadel. Well, some of them are not going to be citadels, right? So that's something that we're definitely going to have to be a little concerned about. We know that we're good down to here. The Devasa station and onward. Okay. Okay, so all of these have their ion cannons good to go. We should probably prioritize them last. Cool. Actually, terminal egress. Yeah, you've got the 2 Monarch of Fire class. Perfect. That is excellent. 2 here, 2 here. This station just finished upgrading to a citadel, so we should get this over to a disruption field generator, and then queue up the 2 Monarch of Fire class. Perfect. This one already has them queued. Okay. So we're going to need a missile battery and a hangar bay here. We're also going to need a communications jammer and an upgrade to Citadel. So we can't get this one set up with the Monarch of Fire class just yet. These are currently in the process of upgrading, and we can't get those set up yet either. Okay. So once they all finish, that'll be fine. Now, we have finished up the station that was up here, I think. Where was that? It had not yet finished upgrading. I think it was Unith, wasn't it? Or Nitris? These are all fully queued up. I don't remember queuing it up, though. That's the thing. I don't remember queuing it up, but maybe I did. Maybe I'm just completely a moron, and this happened like 2 minutes ago, and I have no memory of it. That's very much a possibility. Or, alternatively, I'm just a moron. That's also a possibility, and I'm completely missing it. Hard to say. It was probably the one that we just queued up, like over here, right? That's Rinkoran. Okay, well, regardless, we know we're doing okay. So we're going to go up over here. We were on Hiamet finished, I believe. Yes. So Devasa. We're going to queue up a bunch of defense platforms for Devasa. Beautiful. Do we get all the way to the end here? Not quite. I'm going to wait for the month tick here. We should be exceptionally close. Yeah, we should be really... On the month tick, we should be fine. And I mean, that's quite a ways down the list for having all of them queued up, actually. So after Devasa Station, I mean, you can see that we've got a number to go, for sure. But a lot of these are currently working, like all of them, actually, are currently working. So that's very good. Well, some of these aren't, but we'll get to those. We've got a new ruler, and our district's mandate was fulfilled. Cool. I don't really care about that. So that's the defense platforms for Devasa now finished. We're going to queue a few up for Bartium, and that'll be great. That will be absolutely fine. So yeah, this is very good. Now, we can't jump drive up here just yet. We're going to move in with this ship, or rather this fleet, and we're going to start taking out these last couple of unbidden territories. There's 2 up here. And there's 3 over here. That's all that's left of the unbidden. So we're going to eliminate this. Ships ready for and the question is, will this be pre-surveyed? Guess we'll find out. The shields are definitely holding up. Again, we're not completely set up for eliminating unbidden anymore. So that's to be expected. Did we lose any ships? We did, actually. We lost a destroyer and 2 cruisers. So we'll go ahead and reinforce those. And this is indeed ready to be claimed. So that's perfect. We're going to need a bunch more influence to do it, of course. And the question is, should we just grab all of these, clean those up, and then go for whatever's cheapest? Probably is the answer. Probably. Because that will make all of them cheaper. So that's just fine. Even if we don't grab these, it's not the end of the world. It's completely okay. So we're going to head back to Bartium here and queue up a few more defense platforms. There we go. That puts us at 36. Not bad. Not bad at all. So we'll eliminate this station. No problem.
Our star base is under attack.
Pirates in this system, huh? I mean, we'll just send a fleet after them. That will be... We'll grab, say, the Bloodstone. Well, the Bloodstone is positioned up over here. We'll actually send the Bloodstone this way, and then we're going to grab the Topaz. And the Topaz will come down over here. They'll get there eventually. 150 days. Sure. Okay, so how much would it cost here? 72 lacking, 72 lacking, and we can actually build in Rastaban. So we might want to make our way over there. That's not the direction I'd like to go. Okay.
Technology secured.
What tech is this? I don't know. We're lagging pretty hard right now. That's late game Stellaris for you. It's a lot better than it used to be, in all honesty. Energy credits from jobs would be fine, and we'll go for shield hit points. There we go. Perfect. So we're eliminating this unbidden station. No problem whatsoever. And that is now out of here. Beautiful. So this fleet is, for now, going to make its way probably back to Enigma's End. Actually, Suskot's Maw would be the closest. Yikes. That's going to take some time. We'll go ahead and reinforce that fleet. And let's see here. Lacking 15. So Rastaban is the cheapest. So we'll head over there and grab that. Beautiful. Now, how much will it cost to build in Perseus? We don't know just yet. There's gang wars on the core. That's very rude. Crime is only 18% here. Now, growth is currently discouraged, and we're going to end that discouragement, but we are also going to launch an anti-crime campaign. There we go. Perfect. So this construction ship is just sitting here for the moment. Let's go ahead and jump drive. Well, should we? You know what? Let's move up to here. And then from there, we should be able to jump drive directly into Perseus. That'll be a lot better, I think. So we'll go ahead and do that. We can definitely see construction ships starting to come in over here. We'll see if they end up grabbing this. Again, if we lose out on these systems, it's not the end of the world. We are going to get Rastaban, and it's 2 alloys per month. That was a lot back at the beginning of the game. These days, it's not quite so much, considering we're gaining over 3,000 per month right now. Let's check in on our stations up here. We were working on the Bartium station. And we'll queue up a few more defense platforms, hopefully reach the cap on that this time. Not quite. Not quite. But we can queue up additional ones, and now we're at the cap. Perfect. So, Astrikian will, of course, be next, and we'll queue up a few of those just to get those underway. Cool. This station here apparently is going to need something. What are we lacking? There's apparently something missing here. A new module and/or building. But I don't see which one is actually empty. There's definitely one empty. I would think it's... Oh, okay. I guess it wasn't updating or something? Or maybe I'm just blind. It can be hard to tell. Okay, the Unith station has the same thing going on here. So we'll put in a disruption field generator there. The Ural station also needs a disruption field generator. So that'll go on in. And then all of these are still needing to be upgraded to a Citadel. Okay. So there's a number of those that are still going to be happening for quite a long time. That's to be expected. We do still have a few locations to grab over here. We will build a mining station in Rastaban, and then we'll head up over here and build a starbase in Ejagan. Are they actually building here? They are not. Are they actually going to build in Ajagan? I don't know. We'll find out. The AI has been making some odd building decisions. Like, they actually stopped this construction over here and then restarted it, I guess, because it's going now. Yeah, they keep restarting it. Very strange. Well, let's hop into our expansion planner and just see if we've got any colonizable worlds. We do, and so we're going to get those started. Beautiful. And with that, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, we are going to, I really think, finish up this last little bit of grabbing territory over here. As far as getting these stations good to go next episode, that's a little further away. I think that's for sure. It's a little further away, but at a certain point, we're going to have to just pull the trigger, right? And I'm not sure what that point is just yet, but it will be soon. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.